Hi, my name is Mati Kwegbe Osara. Yeah, I'm a fish chef. I run a restaurant, a fish restaurant. So I used to do a 9 to 5, and the guy who I used to work for at the time just kept pushing and motivating me to start up something so he could give me extra cash. I started at something, which is the fish restaurant now, and it's been going good so far. Funding my business, I try to get people to actually just give me some money or like invest in the business, but no one actually, they don't really see. So the thing is, if someone doesn't know how well or see that the business is actually going to do well, they really will not get involved with it. Yeah. So a lot of people just said, I'll send it. On due date, I actually didn't get anyone to give me money. So I called my mom up, and my mom gave me the money. So funding is from my mother. So first of all, I was extremely scared because I didn't know if people would like the food. I didn't know what they would think. And this guy who used to be my boss would say, it's better you start than you actually fail. Then you don't start and then you fail. Just start it. Even if you start it, whether you fail or not, at least you started something, and then if it fails, But he was actually the one who sort of motivated the whole me starting and all, yeah. So I have this group, right, WhatsApp group with my best friends actually. And when things really go rough, we just sort of like talk around it and all. Before fish, I used to sell shoes on the side, and I'd never actually had a loss. And then on this funny day, I went for an event or something like that, and I lost 50 pieces of fish. It got bad, and I came home. I started crying. I called my mom. I said, she was like, just relax. It's like that in business. So, but I've actually not been used to that kind of stuff where things. So you get so much loss. I've never been used to. That was my first time, and my mom actually just walked me through it, and she was like, you can actually do it. You're fine. You don't need to actually bother about that. It will always happen, so just get yourself ready for it. So it was bad actually. For like a month to 2 months, I was still feeling sober about it, but yeah, so far so good. Sometimes people come in here and it's crowded and there's no place for them to sit. And I had to start begging them that please just hold on. And also try to talk to some of the customers who are sitting there that, hey, are you done, please? Most especially my friends actually, because the ones who don't know me would like, are you all right? I came here to eat too. But my friends will understand that and they'll be like, okay, yeah, no, I can do takeaway. Let the other person sit, and also that has been the challenge so far, but I'm working on that too. So my core value as an entrepreneur is consistency. Yeah, I need to be consistent to be able to do what I'm doing the same way I started it, because the way I started is the way people liked it. So if I change it, then there's a problem. And I've actually been so grateful because some of my customers actually tell you up front that, hey, this doesn't taste the way it's supposed to taste. There's something off, and then I get to taste it and take it back and bring back. So consistency is actually basic for business. Customer relationship is very important. Those two actually has kept me from day one till now. So basic. We have a branch in Calabar, and it's been on for 15 years. And my mom runs that branch. And we actually didn't learn how to do this. I just grew up knowing how to grill it. Like I didn't go and say, hey, you have to bend the iron like this or you have to turn it this way. Nah, I just grew up seeing the same thing all the days of growing up. So when I moved into Lagos, it's something I can do. So I just started it. Not like I prepared for it. It's a talent from my mom. It's like if you have somebody, if your family is into a business, automatically you know about the business. So that's how it's been. So my dad died earlier, but I had just my mom and still have my mom now. And my mom has always been gangster. So she grew up with us. Like if I'm 5-year-old, she's 5-year-old. If I'm 15, she's 15. If I'm 20, she's 20, growing up with us. So she knew that our craziness was, I think she would say it's our age. So at some point I used to dye my hair color, like do green, do blue, all of that. And she would be so, some parents were like, what's wrong with your daughter? And she's like, she's cool, actually, she's fine. So for us, my mom is like, nothing actually restricts us from becoming who we are. Do you get what I mean? So she's like, in fact, she will tell us that she has made her name, so we don't have to go and make our own name. So we didn't have any of those setbacks about, the family wasn't. If you wanted to be mad, my mom would give you guidelines on how to be, because she was so, anything, if you wanted to be artist, she would just say, she would actually just tell you, you want to do this, no problem. How do we start? She's backing you up 247. So customers will always, not all, but some of them will always talk about if you're doing good, they'll still talk. If you're doing bad, they'll still talk about it. What happens is when they talk about it, I just smile about it and then just tell them I'm sorry about it. Because I mean, everybody can't like your food. Even if you're the best chef in the world, some people will taste it and don't like it. So I just smile about it and tell them sorry about that. And that's it. I mean, I don't have to please everybody, and pleasing everybody is me getting to the ground, because I mean, it's not possible to please everyone. So the ones I can please, I do it. The ones I can't, I just apologize for it. I said before, customer relation is actually something that has been basic for me. I sort of have like a personal relationship with my customers. So I get to check up on them. Hey, how are you doing? I haven't heard from you in a while. So it's not just about the fish, there's like a personal relationship with the customers. Stay relevant. It's just keep doing the thing you can do. Just keep doing the same thing and don't change it, and be strict about it. If you have staff, for instance, you're not always going to be around where your staff are. So if you constantly say, do this, you have to make sure they do it. For instance, if the fish comes out, coleslaw has to be on a particular side, the pepper has to be on a particular side. And in the beginning, I would see that my staff has changed the side of where it's supposed to be, and I'll tell them, I'm like, return it back, don't serve it. Or if I see the tray going out, I'll tell them, bring it back, something is missing. They look at it and they know that, hey, something is wrong. So it has to be the same way. It has to be. So that when someone complains about something, you really know that something really went wrong. So it has to be the same way. I have this pastor who literally I listen to him, I mean, almost all the time. And he would say, you either are at the same point, you're going left, you're going right, or you're going in front. You never go back. So I mean, I would always keep moving in front. Things are always going to change. Challenges will come, but I have the right people around me. My friends are around, my family is around. Some customers are quite really nice, I mean, and they are actually around. I have customers who are really loyal, and I'm thankful for that. So those ones, even sometimes I talk to them, I mean, and it's actually fine. So, well, the hustle is real. You can't be in Nigeria, especially when you have a taste for something. I really have a high taste of stuff, so I can't have a high taste and then expect it to come and meet me in my house. I have to go find it. So in Nigeria, I mean, once you are in Nigeria, you can walk anywhere else. You can actually, the energy, first of all, would drive you to do any other thing. So if I were to rule the country for 1 month, I would bring in young leaders, because, I mean, we make mistakes sometimes, but just give it a chance and actually getting the older guys in there. Also work on education. Education is really poor, and that's why most people send their children out of Nigeria to study. So if we work on those two things, I think it will help a lot of people. The advice I have for anyone starting up a business is, don't give up. And if you go and meet somebody and tell them that, hey, this is what I want to do, and they tell you, don't do it. If you know deep down you that is actually right and you think it's actually a good, genuine business, do it and just stay away from that friend. So you just keep marking on like that. Because I have friends that when I tell them stuff, they're like, no, you can't do this. No, you can't. It's not working. You shouldn't do. I just stay away from them. Either I put them on voicemail, whatever, or I don't talk to them for a period of time while I'm planning. I mean, those friends will always be around. You generally will always have like family. Sometimes family are even worse than the people outside. So when I started, I was saying something about the guy who just kept on telling me, just start. If you fail, at least you did something. So just start it. If it's the money, I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be extremely difficult to get the money if you don't have somebody who you can trust who can give you. My mom gave me the money to start up. She didn't tell me, hey, you have to pay back to all the time. You have to. She gave me the money to start up, and I didn't need to like stress about, hey. So family is actually the best bet to get money from, because people outside, I tell you, they're going to actually change at some point, or you're going to have issues with them. So you don't have issues with anyone for money and all that kind of stuff. Just stick to family to get money. My name is Mati Ukwegbe Osaro. I run a fish restaurant. I am a story of the Nigerian youth.